Yo, 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 what's up? This is Deacon Alex Colati, and I know why you're here. You're wondering, what the heck is Advent? Well, I'm glad you asked that question because I happen to have the answer for you. The word Advent comes from Latin, adventus. Of course, everything comes from Latin. It means coming, and it refers to the coming of Jesus Christ at Christmas. Now, the celebration of Advent as a time of preparation for the coming of Jesus is an ancient practice in the church. And we have evidence of Christians celebrating it from as far back as 1600 years ago. The church celebrates Advent from three different perspectives. One, so we celebrate Christmas from a historical perspective, looking back into the past when Jesus Christ came into time and space in history as a human person to save the world. Two, we celebrate Advent from the perspective of looking forward into the future when Jesus Christ will come again to judge the living and the dead. He will come in glory and splendor at the end of history, just as he promised. And that can happen at any time. So Advent is a time of preparation for Jesus so that our hearts and lives and minds are prepared for when he comes again at the end of history to judge the living and the dead. And three, we celebrate Advent from the perspective of Jesus coming now, in the present moment, because Jesus didn't just die 2,000 years ago on the cross, but he rose from the dead, which means we can encounter him today in our lives in a personal way. And so Advent is a time of preparation of our hearts to encounter Jesus now. Recap. Advent is a time of preparation for the coming of Jesus from these three perspectives. Jesus Christ who came, Jesus Christ who will come, and Jesus Christ who comes now. So at this point, you might be wondering to yourself, hey, Deacon Alex, how do you get ready? Well, I'm glad you asked. You're just asking all the right questions today. In Advent, I like to prepare for Christmas by giving up something that's sort of negative, like a bad behavior or a negative habit, and adding something spiritual or positive. This year, I have to admit, I've let it slip in my life with the snooze button, and I've been pretty bad with that. I'm just going to be honest here. I'm going to lay it out there. I've been pretty bad with the snooze button. I'm going to try eliminating the snooze button from my routine. And I'm also going to add something. I like to add a spiritual practice that is beneficial and can become a habit even beyond Christmas time. So this year, I want to add the prayer, the examine prayer at the end of my day, which is a time to reflect and pray and review the ways that God has been at work in my life. So I want to remove the snooze button and I want to add the examine prayer. So my question for you is, what do you do to prepare for Christmas? What are some of the things that you've seen? I'd love to hear your ideas and probably steal some of them too. So comment below, share them, and peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, which is here or here or here. Not sure where it's going to be, but one of these buttons.